Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
All right, guys, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. I am your host, Mr. Robert here, hanging out my awesome garage, trying to decide what car to take. I just wrapped up one of, I'm gonna take this guy. This guy's super cute and fun. Uh, Look at those. Look at that crazy, awesome, like sticker artwork going on. That is freaking rad. But welcome back. Just wrapped up the first part to this episode, and it just kind of was, I don't know, talking all kinds of crazy stuff, trying to, catch you guys up a little bit on the month of May. Like I said, I haven't been too proactive myself. Been kind of a chill month here for me. I've been keeping up with the channel. Like I said, I got laid off at the beginning of the month, and it's just been about 4 weeks of this right here: video games, comic books, catching up on TV, and trying to get some YouTube in. I've been doing some real fun, uh, you know, videos here, doing some cool stuff, looking at like Mortal Kombat, the movie, the games, going through playing all my Marvel video games. This past Friday did a really fun challenge where I was actually trying to combine a couple of my hobbies, where I was reading comics and playing Fortnite at the same time, which I was just trying to think of something to do while I was like playing the game. And what wound up happening was the idea of playing Fortnite and doing something else at the same time intrigued me, not only for the idea of combining two of my favorite things, but then also, my cousin just had a couple of kids, and I often will play Fort with some other people who, have like other things going on. People in the house or their wives or girlfriends are like trying to talk to them and do stuff, and I'm like, how do they even enjoy playing video games when they got all this stuff like going on? Like this, it just can't be fun. And that became kind of an intriguing idea as well. Like, let me try to spice things up a little bit and give myself something to do while I'm trying to win this game of Fortnite. And it wound up being really fun. Like, it took a few videos to get through the comic book. It's not that easy. It's a lot harder than I thought. And I actually wound up getting a dub. So it was definitely a fun challenge, and worth it. But that's the kind of stuff we do here on my channel. So if you are new here, like I said, I usually say if you're a first-time offender, go ahead, hit subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming fun videos. If you are a repeat offender, go ahead and take the time and maybe share this video, see some more. Oh, cool. Flickers. That's awesome. Oh man, I wish you could go in there. That's so cool, man. I also, I'm super into comics. Just did a comic book pickup this past week. So if you want to see what I grabbed from the comic shop, that video is also in here as well. Now let's see if we can't get my hair
ready for a trim
to match up a little bit more.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I still have it long on the top. Okay. But why are you looking at me like that, lady? Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. But it's buzzed on the sides more, so it's kind of long on the top, but then buzzed on the. Ooh, that's actually that might be it right there. Hipster youth. Ooh, I should do some cornrows. I didn't think they would have anything that would match up with my hair. Um, that's a little bit similar to. Oh, that's kind of crazy. There's a couple that kind of like. Excuse me. So if I do the swept over, do they have like a top ponytail thing going on? Oh my God. You know, we're going to do
Here are
that for a
my
little bit
trousers. It should be fine.
because I have been rocking this little ponytail thing for a little bit here too. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, now let's see if we can't get the beard to come in a little bit more as well here. Oh, perfect. All right, well, there we go, guys. Hopefully, like I said, you know, you guys have had a pretty awesome month. Like I said, I myself have not
Thanks for stopping by.
done a whole lot of anything. Getting ready to start my new job today, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. What's crazy is too, it's like exactly I was saying before, like you know, I wanted to do something that wasn't as demanding as my last job because as much as I did enjoy my last job, I mean, oh gosh, it's like I never had any um, like peace to myself. You know, it was crazy. Um, Even when I got home, um, wow. You know, I complained a little bit about like the teen stuff when it came to that. Kind of always having to, you know, kind of like be on call and be, you know, available. And it wasn't as bad once I, you know, kind of like switched departments and got more into like a membership side of things. But it was still like a lot of, you know, long days, a lot of, oh, I'm going to leave early today because I worked so long yesterday and would wind up being there, you know, instead of getting off early like another 30 minutes to 2 or 3 hours later. Um, and so I was like, you know, I want to do something where I just literally maybe go in and stock like a cart for an hour and a half or something, or an hour and a half, for a couple of hours, um, you know, a day, um, that's really, that's really it. But then I was worried, like I said, you know, I might have to do a couple of those, like, you know, kind of gigs where um, it's not just, you know, it's just not enough hours. Maybe it's like a couple of part-time things where I got to put all the hours together myself, and it wound up working out really well for me. But I feel like until you know June kicks off, I'm not really going to have a whole lot of cool, fun stories for you guys. I still have people reaching out to me from my old job. Like it's pretty crazy. Actually, hold on, let me do this. How often people still kind of like keep touch and you know want to know like what's going on and making sure everything is good in my life.
Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
There we go. You get two theme songs, man. That's crazy how close this is to my haircut. This is unreal. I've been doing like a ponytail because like I said, I've shaved it off on the sides and kind of kept it long on the top, and I can still kind of do like a comb over thing, but it's been very helpful keeping it out of my eyes and just like, easier to do than like trying to style my hair or anything like that. So this is exactly what I have going on right now. Just kind of trimmed up the beard a little bit too. So yeah, we're looking good. This is tight. So anyway, like the last video I just kind of jumped into, started talking, didn't give anybody an opportunity to, to see how you guys are, check in with you, see what your month of May has been like, what you guys have been going on, and that's where, the floor is yours. Like I said, I would love for you guys to share this video, like it, subscribe if you're not a subscriber so you don't miss any upcoming videos. But more importantly, man, right now, jump down in the comment section and just let me know what you've been up to. I'm actually going to take a second here. I'm going to drink some coffee. We're just going to look around the room here together. I'm going to let it breathe for a few minutes. I'm going to look at you guys almost like a teacher in the classroom, like, all right, guys, take out your paper, take out your pens, whatever you're doing. You're listening to the video right now. I've got your attention. So let's go ahead, just scroll down, jump into the comment section. On your way there, you might as well hit like and share, subscribe, any of those options as well. But let's go ahead, jump in the comment section, guys. Let me know what was like, a big thing in May, like, school wrapping up, what's going on with your job. Are you looking to leave? Are you looking to do something? Are you looking to get promoted? Are you looking for a job? If you're looking for a job, I can give you a job recommendation. I did it for that cold-hearted bitch who called herself my friend before she decided to rip my heart out and stomp on it. And friends can do that too, people. It's not just like boyfriends and girlfriends and things like that. Everyone seems to think like I have to keep explaining like there's no romantic interest in this individual. I've always kind of looked at this person as a I don't know. Oh, one is a kid. I mean, like they've kind of proven that, but like two is like, I don't know, like older brother kind of a scenario or something. I don't know. We're not that close, but willing to give this person a job recommendation, man. Help them further themselves and better themselves, and they take the pen that I helped write their future with, and they stabbed me, not even in the back, right in the heart. But anyway, guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know how you're doing. I'm serious. I want some comments. I want to check part 2 of the May day or end of May, jumping off into June. The June 1st. I want to see some comments in the June 1st part 2 video here. So let me know what you guys like. Have any summer plans? Does anybody have any summer vacations coming up? School's out, like, your kids, are they out of school? Are you out of school? What's the next step? When's the beach trip? Haven't been to the beach in forever. Like the only time I go to the beach is in Grand Theft Auto. Then I'm also torn, people. Help me decide this too. If you don't have anything, maybe you can just help me decide this in the comment section. I'm torn. I'm going to finish up some Mortal Kombat, but I really want to jump into all of my Marvel titles, right? But I'm looking at, and I'm just thinking about this with like school being out and all that. Hogwarts Legacy. I'm still about halfway done with that. Just a little bit over halfway done. So what do I do? Do I finish Hogwarts Legacy? Or do I jump back into my Marvel? Because I started off with the Avengers. So I kind of feel like I want to finish out the Avengers now. But should I go ahead and complete my Marvel stuff or what? Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to give you guys a second. You got 2 more minutes and then pens down. All right, perfect. That was actually just a sneaky way of getting some excuse me, some gardening done real quick while you guys were quote unquote typing your little hearts away there. So yeah, last video, like I said, I didn't really give a whole lot of runway to talk about how you guys are, how you've been doing. More or less just been kind of like wrapping up May, but we're jumping into this new month. You know, like that's the whole thing. We got just a new month now, the month of June. Summertime is coming. You know, again, we got vacations, beach trips. This is a time to maybe change your look. You know, are you looking maybe like dye your hair or, you know, go out and get a tan, maybe get a tattoo this summer or a piercing or something like that. So I don't know, man. Summertime's a really cool, fun time. You know, and it's again interesting as I'm jumping into this new phase of, new chapter in my life and all of this. It's a new chapter, like in the seasons and in the month and in the calendar as well. And again, just a lot of irony and a lot of, it feels right. It's one of those things like it's so ironic that it often it just feels too right. And so to say, and I guess in wrapping all this up and kind of like bringing it all to a point and kind of giving it some kind of an ending, if you will, so we can wrap this up as we start this new chapter. It's just patience, man. Like patience and faith that things will work out, I think will get you through just about anything in this world. Like I said, I keep talking about like sometimes, people want to rush in and, try to, fix things right away, or I gotta figure it. It'll make things so much worse. Maybe it's sometimes it's just your attitude or how you talk to people as things are going on, and you wind up maybe burning bridges or doing. I've tried to be, and even through all of this, people have said, and this is not me. Like I never want to be one to be in here and be like, I'm this guy and I do this, and just so you know, I'm Mr. This guy. No, this is all feedback stuff that I get from other people, as we're going through this, things that they're like, I would not be taking this well. I would not be as composed as you are. Even when, I was kind of like down in the dumps and a little depressed with all of this, all of it was justified. And it was very short-lived, and like, there was even thoughts of like, God, like, what do I do now? Like, if I'm not going to work there anymore, it's like, my life over? And, I put this all out there to say that, like, even myself, I don't have all the answers. I don't know what the hell I'm doing from time to time. A lot of the times, the decisions I make, the things I do are based off the advice and the feedback that I do get from other people. Like I said, this isn't just me in here. I'm this guy, I'm that guy. This is what you should do. This is, again, this is how I feel, what I believe, but then also the things that I'm told and the feedback that I get from other people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, there is a validity to all of it. And if you just, there's that great, I always go back to comics and stuff. There's that great quote from Aunt May where she talks about, Parker and Spider-Man and how he gives us faith that if we hold on for just a few seconds later, he's going to save us. You know what I mean? And like he proves that, like in the movies, she's like hanging on the ledge, and he gives us faith that if we just hang on for a few more seconds. And that's, oh man, the best advice. Like, I could see a very dark ending. Like, you lose your job. Like, what do you have? You don't really have anything to, no wife, no kids. It's kind of like you can go to a very dark place with it. but then you have to look at, you know, you won't be there for those other people. Like, people do need you. You need to be here. And so the fact that my life is so ironic and all these weird coincidences, it helps me reaffirm that, well, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. You know, it's kind of like my life is so ironic. You couldn't make the shit up if you tried to. Hello, hello, test. There we go. My life is like so ironic. Some of those things, like, like you couldn't make this shit up if you tried. You know, it's like you watch like crime TV and true and all this stuff's like, what the, like, it's like insane. And you're like, this can't be real. But it's so crazy that it is, and that's just kind of how I feel like my life is sometimes. But yeah, like, there's energies, there's channels, there's things in this world, and you have to allow yourself to kind of slow down, appreciate it, take the time to kind of look at it, see things for what they are, allow people, you know, into your life, have this conversation, share things. That's kind of why I got into this as well. Putting these thoughts out there, it just really helps me kind of work through things. Quite often in my day, I'll get up and, like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing, what's going on. Like I said, I spent this past month just kind of like reading comics and playing video games and stuff, just because I don't really have, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, so there's no like sense of direction. And like, what do you do? And I mean, God, I could have made some really big mistakes, just like jumping into something or rushing in or just having like a really bad attitude or allowing myself to, um, be overcome by like feelings of despair or fear and all of these things. But I'm here to tell you, man, you can't let yourself do that. You have to have faith that things will work out and just be patient. They will. It absolutely will. So hopefully, I don't know, like you've had some fun listening to this. I know it's like these videos have been a little all over the place, and so have I. Like I said, my brain's been a little crazy, but it's been nice, man. It's like it's given me a chance to kind of, in a sense, remember who I am. Because, man, I was like, like I said, just so much of the last couple of years has been me being 100% present for other people, and typically through my work. Like, I haven't even allowed myself to be like 100% present here at home, for my family, my mom, simply because it's just like I pour so much energy and time into my old job, and so it's been nice to revisit just Robert outside of like this crazy career and all. And then also too, like, I've acquired a ton of skills and different things that um, I was just able to learn from this previous job that I'm going to be able to take to this new position. And I feel like this new position is going to need me more. It's like a full-time manager position, so I'll be able to kind of like put some of my influence into our day-to-day activity. And that's what I want. I was like so sick of, that was another thing too, like so sick of pouring all my time and energy into something, like spending like 40, 50 hours a week, pouring my energy into trying to make something happen and then constantly being shut down and being told no. And I feel like this will be more of an opportunity to where, like, hey guys, let's try this way. And they'll, hey, all right, let's give this a shot. Let's try this. Let's see how this works. Um, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of that and to see that happen. And somebody said something too, in one of our conversations. Like I said, I've had a huge outreach and support from people that I used to work with and just members and just people in the community in general. And one of the things that I was told, is that, like, I have this, like this energy, and that it needs to be shared, and that it can't just stay in one place. They were saying, like, I'm sure when you worked at the restaurant, it was the same thing. Like, there was an energy and there was a brightness to people's day when they came in and they saw you there. It was the same thing when you worked at the Y. I just noticed all the Ys in my shirt there. That's hilarious. But it was the same when you worked at the Y. There was like an energy and a brightness that you bring. And in this new job, this new position, it's going to be the same. There's going to be a brightness and an energy that I bring. And I think like this place it needs it more than anywhere else. You know, it's one of those things where, um, you know, I think a lot of people just kind of come in, and this happens from time to time anywhere. It's like just kind of come in, clock in, and don't really take it as being like, oh, this is, you know, like my whole philosophy, my whole thing. I've been saying this too is, you know, something my mom and dad taught me. You got to like put 100% into like what you do. You know, you just can't go in half-assed it. You know what you, you know, what you leave with at the end of the day, kind of like is a reflection on who you are. So you know, if you're going to do it well. But then also, you know, have fun while you are doing it. So thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out. I am going to go get ready for work. Hopefully you guys had an awesome weekend. Hopefully you guys had an awesome month of May. Hopefully you guys have an awesome June. I will see you soon. I'll touch base, let you know how it's going with this new job. I am pretty excited. It's crazy how life works out sometimes. I hope life works out for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out for a little bit with me. Please, again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. See you later, guys. Bye. This is crazy how much this looks like me. Oh my God, this is so wild.